What I'm looking for is, they may not be moving through the system, but they will congregate in areas. Oh, bugger! Actually a little bit better than I thought. So, what do I look for when fishing these mangrove line systems when the tides are really neap? There's 3 or 4 things that I look for. I try to get as many as possible to line up, because the more I get line up, the greater the chance I've been able to find a mangrove jack or two. Neap tides in general are a bit of a grind. You just got to accept that the fish are going to be harder to catch. But what I'm looking for is some sort of water movement. That may be areas where the tide is actually moving, there is some tidal flow, or it could be movement created by the wind. Here I've got wind coming sort of from my right to left and over my shoulder a little bit. So it's creating some water movement, which is, why I'm fishing this side of the creek instead of the other side. The other thing I look for is bait. So with a lack of water movement, there's going to be a lack of movement of bait and food through the system. So if I can find areas where bait are congregating, they may not be moving through the system, but they will congregate in areas, then that's going to be a telltale sign that there could be a predator nearby picking them off. The third thing that I look for is cover. Now, cover could be structure like this, mangrove roots. It could be a fallen tree, any hard structure. It could be as simple as cloud cover. So a cloudy day can give me enough cover that the fish feel confident in being out in shallower, more open water. It can also be dirty water. So this little bit of breeze is stirring it up. It's my preferred watercolour for chasing mangrove jack is a greeny coloured water, definitely not clear. Clear, the fish spook too easily. They see me, I see them. The less I see of them means the less they see of me, and the greater the chance I've got of catching them. The final thing I look for in these neap tides is how far the water is back into this system. So for example, here, the water, it's really shallow back there, but the water's making it back into those mangrove systems. So it's going to be really tough to find too many fish at the face here of the mangroves on the outside. So we're looking for areas within that system where there's less water pushed back in there. And the reason for that is that there's less opportunity for those fish to be able to, work their way back. The bait can't get back into those mangroves. The fish can't follow them into the mangroves. So really they're stuck on this interface that an area that I can present a lure to. Little jack to start the day, or start the afternoon. All right, 1 from 3, finally got one. Hopefully that's the start of things to come. I know it's going to be a bit of a grind with these neap tides, so if I can get a couple of size would be nice too, but I'll take what I can get. So here we go, let this guy go. Go on. I was just looking at that bit of greenery there. Oh, it was a little jack that obviously the hook didn't find its marking, but yeah, I love these little bits of greenery. There's not a lot of water up in those mangroves, and this bit of greenery there offers the jacks more cover than what just the roots and that do. So they quite often like sitting under there. So I'll keep going. Hopefully there might be a bit more down further I can lamb on and show you. Oh, he come out of that snag there to hit it. Lightning fast. He's actually a little bit better than I thought. When I first saw him, I thought he might have been less than 30, but he's over 30. He might not go size, but I think he'll go close. Another beautiful hinchy jack. We'll get a tag in him and let him go. Oh, bugger! Hit at the other side of that stick. I don't think he's going to come back.